Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now McCarthy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. You call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
All set to go now from the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? To the air on 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. No look on his first look of the game, so 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They send a man in motion. They're going play action. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. Down to the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Off play action. It's McCarthy. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
This is Genty on second. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or at a premium in this league.
He mix it in for the touchdown. The Raiders break the tie here in the first. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Fits it through the middle. He's all the way across midfield, down and inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So first down from the 41. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Now looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He finds Tigakonkwo for the grab. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is a Dolphins first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Putting a receiver in motion. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This one loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a throw. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball is going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
A Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Going on third, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 5 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Genty from the gun. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane of field, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds his man over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. McCarthy throwing here. It's a screen play to Genty. Makes the tackle. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first and the deal. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throws caught. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a man, right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch, so give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And he stopped at the spot. He made the catch, so give him what looks like the 27 on that completion. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and it's going to be first down Miami.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He beams one deep right side. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. Second down.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are.
Uh-oh, he lost it. And this is going to be Raiders football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Second and 10, McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. Oh, this big guy is moving. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits and a 2-possession game.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He's dropping back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Escapes out to the left. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Throwing from the gun. Massive hits. The ball's out. But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis, at least momentarily, averted. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And that short gain is enough for him to set it down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies. We do, Kate. We try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Throwing it again here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll drop this down to Achane. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. First play is going to be a give to Jency. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now it's McCarthy. Brought in by his back here. It's Jency. They're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them for first down.
intended for
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
At the 34-yard line.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And this is down to the 28s before the defense halts it.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan's favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He has the first over the middle. And he only needed one more step to the score. They stop him at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Sign quarterback run here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And this is going to be a pick 6. He is in for the Miami touchdown.
This offense had time to go through the 5 stages of grief by the time that interception reached the other end zone, Kate. Denial when they saw it picked off. Anger's return picked up steam all the way through to some reluctant acceptance that they just watched the celebration unfold in the wrong end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen.
Andy Borregales set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Giving this to Genty. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. To the left side, complete. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
On third down, Genty. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
No gain on the play.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. McCarthy to throw for it. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
All set to go now from the 35. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. They'll call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
It's Achane, the inside give. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Dude, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Pass play on 1st and goal. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Borregales on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Going left side, Bowers has it. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here's McCarthy to throw. On a quick slant, it's Johnston. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Looking to throw. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just enough throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Again, McCarthy to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Still fighting forward. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders have taken the lead late. Brock Bowers the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Conversion.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Looking slant route, complete. Then he gets forward for 3 yards as we reach our 2-minute warning.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw.
39-yard line.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to push deep. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Now, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. New set of downs for him from the 31. From the pistol here with Jency. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Give here to Jency. Hits some space around midfield. Free inside the 30. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. Look where it is and where it stands right now, Kate. That should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That play right right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing again on second. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Raiders take over first and
Well, we all
10.
remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defensive preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Drawn up for it.
When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing funky singing 'cause I wake up alright. I'm not bragging people nagging 'cause they think I'm
Setting up for the kneel down on third. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And this thing of